I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to reposition this light real quick so it's light facing the right way. And we'll do. So I've been trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do with my life. And something's nagging at me viscerally on the inside to go back into medicine, get my EMT, become a paramedic, get my EMT cert back. It's been 5 years since I've been in the field, and study college courses and go on to be a doctor. And then another part of me is saying, go backpacking. Keep my apartment, but just start backpacking all over Indiana, doing different trips in different places. And I always like camping. I always like the outdoors. I've been rehabbing my hip over the last month, and it's loosened up a lot. It feels a lot better than what it did. But there are some key things I need to acquire before I do that, before I go backpacking. And the first thing I need to get is a backpack. The only current backpack that I have right now is this one from Attica, I don't even know. And it's like not even 20 liters of storage space. That is completely out of the question because I'll be taking my camera, my tripod, my Joby tripod, a lot of my lenses, because without a doubt I would want to try and get some wildlife photography in while I'm out camping. And the backpack I'm looking at is about $350 or something like that. I could probably find it used on eBay somewhere. I'm gonna look it up. I just got my car payment paid. I've got like maybe $10 in the bank right now. And I've got a trip coming up on July 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. I'm going down to Mississippi to see my dad, and I'll be taking my camera along for that and documenting that. And also my grandparents. My brother, given his circumstances, he wanted to go down and see Dad. He wanted to go down and see our Mima and Papa, but he doesn't think he'll be able to because of his personal circumstances. And I haven't spoken one bit on that to you guys, and I'm not going to. And if I do, it's with my brother's permission, and I don't think he'll want me to say anything about any of that, so I'm not going to. If you know my brother, then you know what's going on. If you know me personally and I've talked to you about it, then you know what's going on. But for me right now, I need to figure out what I want to do, at least for this portion of my life, to find out what kind of an impact. I've also thought about flight school, just to note that. I've been thinking about what kind of an impact do I want to leave on this planet when I die. And one thing I've done to kind of figure that out, that hasn't led me to discover that, is I've thought, what legacy would I want to be said that I've left at my own funeral? So I thought about my own funeral. What do I want to have said about me? I want to leave an impact. I want to help this planet. I want to help the people, the animals, and the well-being of this planet overall. We are fucked right now. Totally and utterly fucked. And people like me, and I should say this, I've had a lot of experience with starting stuff and not finishing. I'm just going to roll through my negatives, what I think I need to improve on, what I know I can improve on. As a child, and this doesn't necessarily pertain to me as an adult now, but I was diagnosed with ADHD. I'm all over the place with what I want to do. Pilot, doctor, backpacking enthusiast, YouTuber, And the YouTube thing is a must for me. I'm a creative person and I need to keep the creativity rolling. Whether just talking to you guys, venting about myself, or helping you guys find your own way in photography, videography, business. I'm not a huge business success by any means. I've made maybe $2,000 in the businesses that I've run total over the last 5-6 years. So by no means a business success. I start things and I don't finish them, whatever it is. Usually bigger things like running a business, starting a business. It's difficult. I get down, I lose my edge, I lose my productivity, I lose motivation, I lose the drive and discipline. I have a hard time connecting with people. I've got shitty relationship skills. I haven't been in relationships for probably 4 or 5 years now. I've been single for that entire time. I've talked to people. I've slept with people. I know there's some positive things. I know I don't like hookups. I know I don't like just sleeping around. This shit leaves me drained emotionally and viscerally empty. I like that word visceral because then it's just like it's in you, you know? I thought about film. I went to film school for a month and a half and I dropped out of that through Full Sail University. Now this one wasn't majorly my fault, but I was in firefighter 1 and 2 school. That school got canceled, so I stopped pursuing that at that moment. That wasn't entirely my fault. I've got books on my shelf I've started and haven't finished. That happens. You find a piece of information that you want and you leave it. But I have goals in my life. What do I want? I want to benefit. I want to help people. I want to help this planet. But how to do that, I have no fucking clue. I can't make big of an impact for myself working in medicine alone. Or working as a pilot alone. There needs to be something bigger than that. A bigger picture for this world, for Earth, for the people of it, for the animals of it, for the ecology of it. I just haven't figured out what that is. And I need to space myself away from everything. And take myself out, not suicide, but out of society for a week, a month, weeks at a time, weeks broken up so I can come home, work, and pay my bills. And figure out what I want to do. Because there are people who are like 45, and I listen to Gary Vaynerchuk quite a bit, Gary V. He says there are people who are like 50 who are just now discovering themselves. And I understand that. But I genuinely don't have a single fucking clue of how I want to help. There are ways to do it, yes, but I don't think that brings enough of an impact to the world as a whole. Now, I start a conservation society. I actually have an idea of that. I had met somebody who I'd driven for Uber, and she worked for the Rainforest Association, and I don't remember her name for the life of me. I've been trying to find her in my email. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't want to just pay bills and die. There has to be a mark to be left. Not just not for my own sake, but the legacy of my name and my family. When I have one, the outcome of this world can depend on it. Whether it's me or somebody else, or I find a team and I work really hard with these people and we accomplish something big. Now, I don't know what the fuck to do. And I know I love photography, I know I love wildlife, I know I love conservation. Steve Irwin is my hero. He passed away a long time ago, but he is my hero to this day. I just don't know. Something bigger than just myself. That's why I went to the Marines. Then I wanted to be a recon guy. And I signed up with that contract and lost that because I got sick. And then when I went back for it, I got injured. And then a year later, I'm out. I don't fucking know. These are like those shitty existential moments where you're really thinking about, like, why am I here? I'm not suicidal. I'm just lacking the vision. I don't know what the vision is right now. That's all I got.